That happens politically should never be taken for granted. Grace Mugabe appears she was celebrating. It must be her 60th birthday. Grace Mugabe is I mean, the wife of the late president of Zimbabwe, that is Robert Gabriel Mugabe, the longest serving dictator in Zimbabwe, who was actually ousted through a military coup by Emerson Mnangagwa, working with General Chiwenga just 8 to 7 years ago, but now you would not think that these two individuals were once buddies to remove Robert Gabriel Mugabe. Their bond saw Chiwenga, even though Mnangagwa was out of the country, filling up the gap to actually make sure he resuscitate Emerson Mnangagwa, of which he did so, but now we are witnessing a shift. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. Yo, I missed you. Yesterday I was shooting my music video. Please make it a point that you follow this channel and wait for that particular music video. We're shooting a very great music video for the whole day, which means I don't take you for granted. I want to produce something that you would be pleased with. So back to the story. So we saw Chris Mutsvangwa, as well as also retired General Chiwenga, attending the birthday celebrations of the wife of the former president, that is Robert Gabriel Mugabe. But something fishy is that Mnangagwa did not attend the event. Neither did his wife actually attend the event. And not only that, I did not see the Ziganandas also attending the event. The event was attended by almost former G40 members, as well as the ones who were on the other side. You can talk of your Chris Mutsvangwa, as well as retired General Chiwenga. Now that should tell you something. I've always said that when it comes to Chris Mutsvangwa, a character like Chris Mutsvangwa can never be trusted, especially by both camps. Chris Mutsvangwa is weighing where exactly the water is falling. If he sees, if we get it right where exactly the water is falling within these two factions, definitely their intentions and their mind is to go to where there is a winning team between these two factions. Now, you would never have imagined that Chiwenga can actually be in the same room with Chris Mutsvangwa, as well as the wife of Chris Mutsvangwa. Mutsvangwa and his wife, they are one. Look at what the poster that they have taken, especially against Gudawashe Takwirei. And Gudawashe Takwirei, I mean, we know he is a Mnangagwa man. I think we cannot actually doubt or second guess that he is a Mnangagwa man. Now, the tricky part of it, the very same Chris Mutsvangwa, at one point he talks about 2030. At one point now, he is actually preventing 2030 from being successful. What is happening with this dodgy character within ZANU-PF? In my own opinion, Chris Mutsvangwa may be playing, it's either he is being the intelligence of the faction of Chiwenga, or can also be the intelligence of the faction of Emerson Mnangagwa. All these two answers can actually suit Chris Mutsvangwa at the moment within ZANU-PF. Is he an influential figure within ZANU-PF to actually influence things Politically, he doesn't have muscles. That is why he did not maintain the leadership of war veterans. That is why he was also dismissed as a minister of war veterans. So we cannot actually second guess that he is not in touch with the grassroots of ZANU-PF. He has no influence whatsoever politically. But in terms of being useful to one of the factions, especially regarding to taking information, which is, remember, Chiwenga faction is always ahead. Blessed Geza told us about Gudawashe Takure, even warning Gudawashe Takure before we saw him crisscrossing the country, now actually seemingly preparing himself to be part of the Central Committee, as well as also others, as they are saying, to prepare himself to be the president of the country, to take over from Emmerson Mnangagwa. The question is, who told the camp of Blessed Geza, of which you cannot separate, I've always said, the camp of Blessed Geza, as well as also the camp of Chiwenga, who might have leaked the intelligence that Gudawashe Takwirei was tipped to take over from Emmerson Mnangagwa, because this knowledge became actually clear to individuals such as Blessed Geza before Gudawashe Takwirei became active politically in a manner he has been actually active, fighting very, very hard to be part of the supreme decision-making body structure of ZANU-PF. That is the Central Committee, but he is rejected, especially by individuals such as retired General Chiwenga. He had actually to put his feet down and chase the men out in front of Emmerson Mnangagwa, and most probably forced Mnangagwa to chant the slogan, down with Ziganandas. So at the moment, why did these two meet? And you may discover, in politics, all events can be manipulated to push a political agenda. So Grace Mugabe holding this birthday celebration, being attended by the Chiwengas, being attended also by Chris Mutsvangwa. It was being attended by some of even the former politicians of ZANU-PF, some whom we have never seen publicly, especially ever since Emmerson Mnangagwa took over. Something may have been cooked there, and specifically Mnangagwa may have been isolated to attend that particular event because they wanted to achieve a certain political goal. That event was not an event just in isolation, and the fact that they are releasing the pictures of that event, there is a message that they may be sending, especially to the other faction. So in politics, everything counts. I mean, that event, I must tell you, something may have been cooked there. There was a group of politicians who came together. Some of them, when we look at them, they appear to be on the other side. Remember also, let's borrow from the words of Blessed Geza. Blessed Geza once said, Mnangagwa will regret the day he is removed to notice that the people whom he thought they were following him, they are not necessarily his followers. There are a lot of these ministers who were appointed by Mnangagwa. Of course, you would see them chanting the 2030 slogan, but most of these guys, I strongly believe, they don't wholeheartedly follow Mnangagwa. They are actually acting as intelligence for the other faction, which is the faction of retired General Chiwenga. We expect also, in my view, the month of August to be full of explosives. We are going to witness a lot in terms of ZANU-PF succession. We have heard already that especially when Mnangagwa, is relieved from being the SADC chairperson. We are going to see a lot of drama. In fact, also even days leading up to the ZANU-PF conference scheduled for October, which means these following months, that is the month of August, the month of September, and the month of October, they are going to be very, very crucial, especially for this faction. A lot of political planning, scheming, and all you can think about revolving around succession would be the order of the day. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. So watch out also for my album, which is coming soon. It's just a matter of days from now. Okancube Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Please do remember to financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of our channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Guess what? Let's meet on the other